Simakan, Mo Simakan, RB Leipzig defender, has been linked this week by Philip Hintz, fellow German Sky Sports reporter. He claimed Liverpool have expressed an interest on him. It looks as though, from what I've done in terms of a little bit of digging, there is a release clause, but it's set at around the 70 million euro mark.
I think Leipzig would sell him for about 40 million euro. That's what my information is. And the player, or at least his agent, are scanning the market. So if there would be some club to bring 40 million on the table, it would be a possibility. But, the first year of Simakan at Leipzig was not too easy. Then it was better. I don't know if he is already on the level to play for a club like Liverpool, but if they see something in him, we had this case with some players from Bundesliga that Liverpool was seeing something and they bought him. It could be a chance, and he's not unsellable for Leipzig, and you don't have to pay the 70 million. I think 40 would be enough. It's still a high price, talking about 70, 40. But if you want him, you can get him for 40 million. That's what I think.
Wow, okay, interesting. Just on him as a player, you will have seen more of him than I will, and probably many of the listeners will, and the viewers, of course. I had a look. He's played a bit of right back and a bit of central defence. So where would you put him down as being his strongest position, where he's been sort of most used for Leipzig? What type of player is he, I guess?
I would say in the center, because he's a very strong physical player. He can play both, but for me, he's a central defender. Maybe you can compare him a little bit to Konate. When you got him, he was not the best defender in Bundesliga, but Jurgen Klopp saw something in Konate, and maybe now it's the same with Simakan, because he has something and he's still a young player, so maybe he can develop and he can be the one to play in the Premier League for that. I think you got a lot of scouts and directors to make the decision.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and we're always looking at the Bundesliga. That's why me and you speak so often, which I'm very grateful for, of course. Finally, Joshua Kimmich. A bit of an interesting case, this one. Very much, of course, on your patch covering Bayern Munich. You will have spoken lots and lots of times about Joshua Kimmich, I'm sure, already this summer. The latest, really, Tobi, is that you and your colleague Christian Falk have reported that Bayern Munich are having some reservations over his salary and a continuation of paying that. He's under contract until 2025, of course. It's been widely reported that the likes of Liverpool, Manchester City, I think, Manchester United perhaps as well, Arsenal, they're the sort of clubs he's looking at potentially to go to. What happens next, really, with Kimmich this summer?
So first of all, very important, if he comes to Liverpool or to England, you have to say Joshua, because he gets angry when you call him Joshua. He's telling this in Germany for 10 years to every journalist, I'm Joshua, not Joshua, but you cannot know it, just that you have like a little advantage when you talk about him. And for Kimmich, the situation is very difficult because Tuchel did not see him as a central defender, and he is more the central defender than the right back. He says, I'm playing both positions and I will not be angry to anybody, but he wants to play central midfielder. And I think that Vincent Kompany has the same plan. So he's playing in the center with Palhinha, of course, that Bayern bought. Then we have Pavlovic. We have a lot of players there, and Kimmich is more on the right side, but he does not have his place that he's a starter for sure. So this is like Kimmich was the rising star. He was the captain of the future, and now he has to fight for his place. And it's difficult. I think if there would be a club now to buy him, Bayern would be very happy, because if he's not extending his contract, and it does not look like he will do this, he's going for free in the next season, and he has a market value of, I think, 50 million. So to lose him for no fee would hurt Bayern Munich, but he says, okay, I'm relaxed. I can stay one more year, and then I can go maybe to Barcelona, where Hansi Flick is, who admires him, maybe to England. But I was talking to Didi Hamann about his salary, and he said, even we know that the clubs from Premier League are very rich, so to say, it would not be easy for him to get 20 million euro again in England, because we all know what happened to Everton and to Nottingham Forest, and I don't think that English clubs can waste their money easily for any players. So Kimmich is not any player, but that salary would be difficult to get for him, I guess.
No, it would be absolutely, yeah, because he's one of the top earners really in Germany, I imagine. And yeah, I think for a club like Liverpool, it will be a bit of a stretch. The comparison really is the Thiago deal, I guess, because are you willing to spend that bit of extra money on his salary to get such a trophy-laden winner through the door, potentially? And of course, his age profile isn't perfect for Liverpool either, but we're talking about Kimmich, who is just a wonderful footballer. You mentioned his market value there. And obviously, Bayern Munich would want to cash in, you would imagine, as opposed to letting him walk away for free, as you say. Would it take all that 50 million to get him out the door this summer, or would it be a little bit reduced? And I guess that would also, for a club like Liverpool, if you were to get him at something lower, you could put that money towards his salary potentially.
The question is, what is in the mind of Max Eberl, so the manager, and Christoph Freund, sporting director, and what is reality? Because talking about Matthijs de Ligt, they thought they can get 50 plus, but I think United very fast said no, that's too much for him. And you will not get 50 million for Kimmich right now. That's for sure for me. So if there would be a club saying 30 and we take him 35 maybe, Bayern would be happy because 30 is more than nothing in the next year, and you can save the 20 million salary. So I think if it's okay for Kimmich, because you have to know that he's a smart guy and he is not doing a step or a transfer just to do a transfer. For him, it has to be like 100% the decision he feels good with. And so you have to find a club that suits Kimmich, and then you can make it for less than 50 million, but it all has to fit together.
Yeah, well, interesting. Yeah, well, lots to keep an eye on, Toby, as ever, when it comes to the Bundesliga, Germany, and of course Liverpool. Thank you so much for your time. And once again, let
Thank
people
you
know
for having me.
No, it's our pleasure. Always our pleasure. Always good to see you, especially your new lighting. You look absolutely wonderful. Let people know where they can find your socials and work and all that stuff.
Well, it's Alto Belly 13. Alto Belly 13, but you will link it or whatever so anybody can find who is not understanding what I'm saying.
Well, no, your English gets better every time we speak. Honest to God, it really does. Much better than my German. I keep promising I'm going to learn, but Duolingo has not been touched for a while. Toby, thank you so much for your time, as ever. Everybody else, I'll see and speak to you all again very soon. Take it easy.